That's the cleanup going on the 16 of Colin Brown as he has lost a motor here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve on lap number 3. Our first caution coming out very early in this race, and Colin had moved up to 10th position. And we saw earlier in the race the 5 car of Ron Fellows having problems smoking the tires going down into number 10. And this is what we picked up on the radio.
Brake bias, I must have gone too much to the front. I flat spotted the front that first lap into the hairpin.
Has it been a problem for you so far?
No, just a nasty vibration.
Okay, 10-4. That may change our plans a little bit. Keep me up to date on how big of an issue that is.
All right. Andy, he talked about brake bias. How can he make the adjustment?
Well, Marty, he's got a knob right inside the car. It's right here, this blue knob. He can spin that knob right and left and change that bias from front to rear. And they changed that bias a little bit for that rain we had yesterday in the qualifying session, and he over-adjusted it back for the dry. And they didn't have any dry practice, so he really didn't know where to put it.
All right, we do have a taker, and maybe Ron Fellows wants some fresh tires after possibly flat spotting.
He flat spotted the heck out of those front tires, so he's probably just going to go ahead and bite the bullet here. Go ahead and get tires on the car. You see Justin Marks also making a pit stop.
There we go. Working on the air dam right now. I think that's what they need to do. It's a good move. They're going to try to get this air dam fixed, give this car some more downforce, because, guys, they've got to start tailback no matter what anyway now since they're on pit road.
And we saw them having those pieces ready, and we were wondering, we were speculating, would you have enough time? Jamie, let's send it down to you.
And it is a precautionary measure. Brian Campy said, I don't want to risk getting a flat tire because you flat spotted him, as we heard him on the radio, so he's just coming in 4 tires. Of course, they can't take fuel until after lap 10. You see the valence. That was broken yesterday in qualifying. He went through the grass. He mowed the grass down. They opted not to change it because they would have had to drop to the back of the field. So now you see them just fixing that now with dry conditions, guys. He was saying this could be a problem for them and slowing him down.
Well, it would have been a great decision to leave it alone had the rain come back, correct?
Well, his car was fine. I mean, he actually could run pretty fast, and I don't think they would change this front valence had they not flat spotted the tires. I think the tires were the deciding factor to bring him down pit road. Hey, and while we're here and we're the only ones here, let's go ahead and change this front valence too, because it takes almost 4 minutes to run around here under caution. They'll have plenty of time to do a lot of work.
Well, let's go back to yesterday and show you exactly what happened to Ron and what caused that valence to end up with all that front damage.
He got in here just a little bit hot, locked the brakes up, gets into this gravel, and you see how he's trying to run across here and get back on the racetrack, goes across that little paved section and through that grass, and there's just a lot of bumps, and it just took its toll on that front skirt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That last little bump as he come off the track out of the sand into the grass, it broke it. But right now they're doing the right thing. They're taking their time. They have plenty of time to fix this. This is a long way around this 2.709 road course. So they're taking their time. They're fixing it. And I really think that maybe that air dam being broke, Andy, created no downforce in this car, and that might have caused these tires to lock up on them getting in that corner.
Well, they definitely didn't have the downforce.
All right, guys, we've also got the 10 car, Justin Marks in the pits. What's going on there?
Yeah, Marty, he's been riding around down on the right front of that car because the sway bar arm was either broken at the Heim joint or had come loose, and I'm just trying to get a peek. It doesn't look like they replaced it, so it may have just come unhooked, and the sway bar and the right front suspension was dragging on that car. Justin Marks on pit road. Believe they fixed it. He'll go back out.
Yeah, that's something he had to get fixed. That sway bar is such a critical part of the suspension, and it would slow you down a tremendous amount not to have it hooked up.
Wendy, a question I got for you. We saw last year where Jacques Elodie actually unhooked the sway bar when the rain came so the car would handle better. Is there a chance they unhooked this yesterday and just simply forgot to hook it back up?
Well, I guess it could be. You would think they would handle those details, though, in the pre-race when were given the opportunity to make those changes.
Well, you see Ron Fellows has got all his repairs taken care of, so there it is, the front valence back in place. So he'll take his place near the rear of this field as we've got a few cars that have come off the track. We'll update you on everybody when we get back here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
Yeah, yeah.
Monday Night Football preseason styles coming up on Monday with the countdown starting at 7 and coverage 8 on ESPN. It is Brett Favre back with the Minnesota Vikings. That sounds really weird saying that, but there he'll be against the Texans of Houston. That's Monday Night Football on ESPN. Now, we pointed out the damage on the 18 of Kyle Busch. We picked up the spot where we think that he sort of got that nose punched in just a little bit. And it was when Andy Lally was making quick work of him. Here is Andy in the 0 car.
He drives right by Kyle Busch on the outside into that turn, and then back on the left turn there. Looks like he didn't like that, did he? He didn't like that.
And Kyle got a good bite off that corner up and hit him a little bit. Now, you know, they do have this mandatory caution coming at lap 10. People do not have to come down to lap 10, but if he does, I'll guarantee they'll put some probably bear bond on that big hole in Kyle Busch's car and try to fix it.
That is the number 1 of Max Papis. Now, if you remember, he had to go to the rear of the field because he had some damage from qualifying. They decided to fix it. Max picked up 23 spots in the first 2 laps and is now picked up a total of 26 with a couple of guys going behind the wall. Let's update you there. He had a best career finish of 3rd here back in 07 in the number 1 car. And there you can see Barrichet has also picked up 19 spots. Justin Allgaier following right behind with 18. But he's got radio issues, right, Shannon?
That's right. Since the start of the race, Marty, the team cannot hear Max. Now, Max can hear the team, so they're using hand signals out the window. If you see Max Papis put his hand out the window and hit the bottom of the door, that means that the car is pushing. If he hits the top, he's having a problem with forward bite. They will switch the radio, hand him a radio into the car and let him try to fix that during the competition caution. But right now, no communication from Max Papis. There you see him waving.
Yeah. Do they know the gestures that an Italian can make inside a race car? Because I've seen some of them. Let's update a couple of things. First off, how about the starting parks? Tommy Hubert was off before the end of lap 1. Brian Keselowski's gone behind the wall. Chris Cook, Jeffrey Earnhardt, we're checking up on that one. We didn't think that was going to be a starting park. And, of course, Colin Brown was the reason we are under this extended caution because they're still trying to get the oil dry to get that mess cleaned up.
Marty, I guess I'm just really still blown away about how many positions that Max Papis has picked up in this start of this race. I mean, he's up right now 26 positions since the start of this race. And I can tell you, Mad Max is his nickname. That's what we all call him down here. He is this race is everything in the world to him. He was really upset about his bad qualifying run yesterday. He had to qualify in that really bad rain. But he wants to win this thing for these guys so bad, and himself, it's unreal.
Well, other guys to keep an eye on when we come back, and we will be Patrick Carpentier. He's now 19th. Barrichet is up to 21st. So as we continue this extended caution, we'll step aside one more time. Hopefully by the time we get back, it'll be back to green flag racing here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Back here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, we talked about how the Quebec people follow their racers. Here they are. Villeneuve 3rd, Ranger 6th, Dumoulin 10th, Carpentier 19th, and Tagliani is in 20th. And we had a chance to talk to Jacques about how these fans get so crazy support behind their drivers.
The crowd is very enthusiastic. The crowd is close to the track. Normally on a road course, the grandstands are quite far, but here it's a little bit like racing downtown, and so you can see the crowd and you can feel the vibe. It's great. It's a great atmosphere.
And if that 32 car takes the race lead, every corner will erupt as he goes by. We can guarantee it. Lights are out on the pace truck. We're going to go back to green flag racing. We are told from NASCAR they will still do the competition caution at lap 10, but you will not be able to take fuel until that point. So nobody could take fuel in this early stop.
Yeah, if somebody's really in trouble right now with handling or an issue like that, they might stop. But else, I mean, we got 4 more laps to go before this caution play comes out. And Andy, in my mind, that's going to create a lot of confusion. Are you going to stay out? Are you going to pit? What are you going to do? It's an opportunity to get on pit road and kind of get a freebie. But the thing I don't like, if you come down pit road right now, you're going to come back out at the back of this pack if those guys stay out. And, man, track position is everything here.
Well, Ron Fellows is going to restart the 36th position. Jamie, what's the latest on Jeffrey Earnhardt?
Well, what happened on lap 2? He lost 3rd and 4th gear. Jeffrey Earnhardt in the seat right now. His dad, Kerry Earnhardt, putting a brand new transmission in this car. This is the only race he has scheduled the rest of the year. Trying to make the most of it. They're, of course, talking about being back in the car, but they're trying to get back out there and get some more laps for young Jeffrey Earnhardt.